Hey guys, my name's Alex with HavenReady, and I'm here today to talk to you about the Oh Shit Kit. It's our badass first aid kit that we've developed over years of time spent either doing adventure races or in Army Special Operations, and it's packed full of great things to help you take on your next adventure, whether that's with your family, with your friends, or going out and just doing something exceptional. So I'm going to overview what I had in the military, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the kit, and we'll transition to what's actually inside the kit and what makes it so special. So when I was an Army Special Operations aviator, I carried really two things on me at all times. One was this go bag, which we won't dive into too far today, but it's got a lot of great items in there that I've taken and put into our Oh Shit Kit in combination with what I wore on my actual kit, which is this first aid kit. And what makes it so special is that I could go to this kit at any one time, and it had signal, it had fire, it had medical, it had a knife, it even has IR chem lights on it. So it was really just my go-to bag where I kept most of the essential supplies should I get shot down or get shot. And it had everything that was essential that I could access or a crew member could access and help me out. One of the other things we also did as an SOP in the unit is we kept signal, fire, and medical in every single pouch over our kit. So if we couldn't access this side of the belt, we could come over here or up here. So this was the main kit, but I kept smaller kits throughout the rest of my chest rack and my bat belt to make sure that I could access it at any time. So I've really taken these two items and transformed it into this really awesome Oh Shit Kit. And it comes in military grade nylon with some MOLLE webbing and a couple attachment points. So I'd really just like to talk about what the dimensions and what the weight of the kit is, and then we'll really dive on the inside to see what this kit is really made up of. So again, it's got military grade nylon with a buckle, hook and pile tape, as well as some MOLLE attachments on the back. There's 67 items in the kit. It weighs about 2.6 pounds. It's about 8 by 5 by about 4 when it's fully compact. And it's got great attachment points so that if you wanted to secure it to something, you could do it very easily. So we've got MOLLE system in the back with Velcro. So if you just wanted to have it Velcro attached to pull it off by the handle, you could do that very easily. It's also got some MOLLE connectors here if you wanted to loop it through some of your kit. And it's also got reinforcement and attachment points and Velcro up front. A couple of the other features on it includes a medical first aid patch, which you can remove. It also has our Haven patch, which you can remove and replace with your blood type if you so choose. But it's a great product that has everything packed into it that you'd need to go out on an adventure. Let's dive further into the kit. All right, so now we're going to dive into this case and really see all the goodies that we've packed inside of it. One of the things that I really enjoy about this case is it's triple reinforced in how you can close and open it. So it's got a zipper, it's got a Velcro strap, and then it's also got a buckle, which is really handy. So you know this thing is going to be secure whether you're doing some type of outdoor activity, putting it on the side of your truck at the ranch, or climbing up a mountain. But let's take a look on the inside. I'm just going to go over a few of the items that we packed into this. So we wanted this to be an all-purpose survival kit that could get you through 1 to 3 days in an emergency, whether it was for signal, for fire, for medical, etc. And we've got a bunch of medical items in here and several first aid items. So the first one we have in here is the cold compress. Obviously one of the things to do to prevent injury right away, especially if you get a bone bruise or something, is to use a cold compress to help reduce the swelling. So we've included that in the case. We've also included some nitrile gloves that will be packed in a stay dry packaging so that they last a really long time. So this kit could go in your car and stay there for over a year without having any degradation of any of this equipment. So those are the first two items that we have, but the two items that I think are really special about this kit that really sets it apart is a chest seal. So this is a hyphen vent chest seal that's used for an entry and exit wound, and we won't go into details of how to use it. We recommend that you certainly brush up on any of your medical first aid so you can understand how to use it. But this item is sourced here in the US from a really reputable company, and it's one of the key features of this kit that makes it stand out. The other component to this kit is a tourniquet. This is what I carried, a version of this in the military. And it simply wraps around the limb or appendage, and you can use the torsion bar to torque it off to stop blood loss if you've got some type of wound where there's an entry and exit point and you're losing a lot of blood. Obviously, the first thing that we want to do when we get some type of injury like that is apply pressure, stop the bleed, and in that process, depending on what method you follow, is apply a tourniquet. So those are two of my favorite components on the medical side of it. We've also got a trauma pad in here, so if you do have a wound that needs to be plugged or you need to stop the bleeding, you've got an awesome trauma pad that's in there. You've got some gauze that is included in here as well to help with the patching up of that wound. You've got a Durex bandage that comes with two clasps on the side, so you can stop the bleed. You can use the gauze to assist in preventing future blood loss while it clots, and then use this to wrap it. We've got an assortment of other medical items in here that help aid and assist with a small and medium-sized wound. We've got some medical tape. We've got scissors. Now again, these aren't medical grade shears, but they're perfect, small enough just to do the job. We've also got some tweezers to help pull anything out that you may have stuck on a wound. So if you're out in the field and you've stepped or fallen on a trail and you've got a branch or something that penetrated your skin, you could use these tweezers to help remove some of the debris as you go through the care and bandaging process. So let's take a look at some of the medicines that we have inside the kit. Right here we've got Difen, which is an antihistamine equivalent to the standard market version of Benadryl. So if you're allergic to something, popping one or two of those may help you. We've also included 2 first aid and burn cream irritation ointments. So those are great if you get some type of irritation, rash, or burn. Definitely I would use that to help you there. If you get a cut, we've got triple antibiotic ointment, similar to Neosporin. Again, it's the generic version. Small 2 packages to help you with some cuts. And then we've also included 2 packages of ibuprofen in here. The last thing, again, to help you clean some of these wounds out, we've included an abundance of alcohol wipes to help you treat some of those wounds. It's not a full pack, a full bottle, but it should get you through a couple of episodes where you may need to take some medicine. All right, a couple more medical items that we have in the kit. We've got a sterile gauze dressing pad that we include in here. Again, it's to help with promoting the prevention of blood loss. We've got several bandage packages in here that help with small and medium cuts of various sizes. So really this is in between just a basic first aid kit and a go bag. There's tons of medical equipment in here to help you not only with responding to an incident, but also to help you sustain yourself for a day or two if you're out in the woods and you need to get help. So those are really our first aid items. In addition to the first aid items, we have some triangular bandages that are also included. There's several pads in here, so you've got plenty of ways to stop the bleed, to bandage, treat it, and then there's also some medicine in there, which is great. All right, moving on to the next section, which is more survival related. We've got a multifunction flashlight that has a couple of different settings on it. It's not a Rambo flashlight, but in terms of emergency, it's perfect because it has multiple modes where you can focus the beam in and out, and you can also set it to have a couple emergency strobe methods, which is really important because when you're signaling someone either daytime or nighttime, you really want to try to get their attention. So that's a great tool to have in your kit as well. The other thing we have is a paracord bracelet with a whistle on it. So again, we're thinking about triple redundancy in terms of how we not only get people's attention, but also using these items more than once in the kit. So you can obviously wear this around your wrist when you take it out of the kit, but it comes with about 10 feet of paracord, which is great. I carried it on my kit all the time. One of my favorite things to do in terms of using the paracord for signal is to attach it to one of these 2 ends of these nightsticks, so these glow sticks. So if you see it's got a hook at the end, take some of this paracord off and you can create a buzz saw with it so that anyone from a distance, if you're up on a mountaintop or on the side of the road, it's a great method that I learned in survival school to get someone's attention. So we include 2 of those glow sticks here in addition to this paracord bracelet. The other thing that we have in here that's a pretty good, useful survival tool is this space blanket. And you'll see this kit has got all kinds of pockets in here to help you decide how you want to pack the kit. We pack it for you, but if you wanted to add stuff to it, it's great. In combination with this paracord bracelet, it could come in handy for a number of different uses. But as a standard space blanket, it's got the reflective heat material that's on the inside that helps you stay warm when you wrap your body in it. It's also got an orange reflective exterior so that it can be used as a signal. to signal someone from far away if it's daytime. So it's got a dual use and purpose there. The other thing that's great is it's waterproof and windproof. So you could literally take this space blanket and fashion it into a shelter using your paracord bracelet and some sticks. So it's got multiple uses, it's super durable, and it's one of my favorite items in this kit. The other thing we have in here is just a flint and a strike stick. So if you needed to start a fire, you could essentially use this. Matches are great, but unless they're waterproof, they've kind of got a shelf life to it. I really like the flint starter. One of the things that's great that we didn't include in this kit, just because for flammable purposes, would be to get some dryer lint and put it in this kit. So when you go to the field, a couple strikes, dryer lint is a great thing that just starts a fire better than pretty much anything in nature. So again, another tool I learned in survival school. These two items in combination are super helpful. The other thing we included in here is a multifunction tool. So again, it's not a Rambo version of this. You may already have one on your kit, but it's always good to have something that is a cutting implement to help you fashion something in the woods, to also help you cut. And really, it's just an all-purpose multi-tool that you're very familiar with. So that's included in the kit and fits nicely in the package on the side. One of the last items that we have left here, in addition, is a hand warmer kit. So again, if you're in a cold environment, these are always great and handy to have around to promote good blood flow and circulation, especially if your appendages are getting cold. It's not going to prevent frostbite, but it'll certainly help you keep more comfortable, so we've included those items in there. All right, guys, that wraps up our Oh Shit kit. I'm really proud of this. I took all the lessons learned I had in the military and put it into this kit for you. We've got plenty of first aid and medical items. We've also got awesome survival tools that you can utilize from this kit. Be sure to follow us more. We're going to be releasing additional videos on how to use some of these in future postings. Thanks, guys, and go get them.
HavenReady for life.